Tag TV and Tag Radio. Be seen and heard by both technology users and technology producers throughout the state of Georgia and around the world. Low cost, big benefits, powerhouse online branded video and audio has arrived. Tag TV, Tag Radio, there's a lot more to know. A special invitation to IT executives and managers, development managers, and Java and .NET developers. It's a one-of-a-kind world gathering bringing together top application development experts from across the United States, Canada, and Brazil, and it's all coming here to Atlanta on November 12th and 13th. Day one, it's all about how to build amazing applications in the cloud fast, a must-attend opportunity, especially for web and mobile developers, enterprise architects, technical leads, Force.com developers, and Java and .NET developers. Day two, a power-packed agenda of industry top thought leaders, capped off by a keynote address by Forrester Research senior analyst and leading guru in mobile and cloud strategies, Michael Facemeyer. What every IT executive and development manager needs to know about delivering mobile innovation and building and delivering great apps with the Outsystems platform in the cloud, on premises, or in hybrid environments. Greetings, everyone. It's Friday, November 1st, 2013, and this is Tech Talk with Technology Association of Georgia President Tino Mantella. I'm your guest host, Frank Baia. It's coming to Atlanta 2 full days, November 12th and 13th, at the Westin Atlanta North, My Next Step Americas, unlike any event you will attend this year. That's right, you'll discover how to develop, change, deploy, and manage enterprise, web, and mobile applications in the cloud using the industry's hottest international rage, the Outsystems platform, a high-productivity PaaS, platform as a service, and learn how to rapidly deploy customer apps built for change. My Next Step Americas has it all, from networking with peers, tackling the same application challenges you face every day, to the industry-leading experts on clouds and mobile strategies, sharing insights into future trends and directions. Best of all, it's free. That's right, 2 full days packed with knowledge, training, networking, and, well, real-world opportunity. Did I mention it's free? Up to the Tech Talk on this 2-day application happening here in Atlanta, November 12th and 13th, Outsystems Vice President of Worldwide Marketing, David Holmes. David brings over 20 years of high-tech marketing leadership to Outsystems. Prior to joining the company, he was VP of Global Marketing from Damballa, a leading provider of network security solutions. Previously, he was Senior Vice President of Global Marketing for Jakarta, where his branding and positioning expertise helped drive the company from startup days to a $55 million initial public offering on NASDAQ. Under David's leadership, Jakarta successfully defined new markets, gained leader status in multiple Gartner Magic Quadrants, drove industry recognition through numerous product awards and prominent media coverage. Prior to Jakarta, David was a Senior Director of Marketing for KnowledgeWare Sterling Software and a Senior Director at Deloitte Consulting, advising Global 2000 companies on IT strategies. Into world-class application development and deployment, or wannabe? Find out the insider details on My Next Steps. It's an event coming to Atlanta later this month as we Tech Talk Outsystems and the App Event of the Year with Company Vice President, Worldwide Marketing, David Holmes. This edition of Tech Talk is brought to you by GlobalSpeak.com, new media consultants, corporate video and audio communications, video and audio production and distribution, live and virtual event production. Tag TV and Tag Radio is a service of GlobalSpeak.com, creatively delivering powerful marketing, video, and audio solutions. David, welcome to Tech Talk.
Hey, thank you so much, Frank. Great to meet you and great to be with you today.
Well, I'm excited to learn more about Outsystems, and of course, My Next Step sounds pretty interesting, and we'll get into that. But I think before we do, I think our listeners, especially Tag members, are going to want to hear a little bit about your background, having been with Damballa and now Jakarta over a fairly extended period of time. I know it was part of a 20-year high-tech marketing leadership experience. Maybe give us a quick insight as to how you see the current situation and where you see it going over the next couple of years as far as IT in general.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Atlanta's been great to me. starting out with Deloitte, and then for the folks that have been around the market for a while, KnowledgeWare, that was acquired by Sterling Software, and then Jakarta. I've been around AppDev for, as you said, probably about 20 plus years. I took a hiatus and went to Damballa, which is a network security company, and was there for 3 years, which is a very different experience from the application development market. And coming back to Outsystems and coming back into application development, it's amazing what's changed in just 3 years.
Really? Really?
We're throwing around terms like DevOps, PaaS, doing all sorts of things that 4 years ago weren't really even on the radar. So I felt like I walked into back into a new space, if you will. But obviously cloud and mobile and the new types of capabilities that IT are now embracing to give themselves a competitive advantage are really fascinating and moving very, very fast.
Well, I think the dynamic aspect of it is the fact that it's happening in every vertical. There might have been a case where some progress would be made in one segment of the industry or one segment of industry in general. I often say it's the same thing, only different. When you're talking about the cloud and apps, healthcare, fintech, logistics, I mean, it really doesn't make any difference. It's all, I guess, to keep using cliche words, but disruptive as far as not just enhancing the ecosystem, but in some cases radically changing the system completely.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, certainly some industries have more data concerns or security concerns than others, maybe as it relates to the cloud. But one of the interesting things we're seeing is how the cloud is leveling the playing field, if you will, from SMB, mid-market, and enterprise, because now mid-market companies can engage in a level and quality of computing services that they wouldn't otherwise have afforded to be able to implement from an infrastructure perspective. So we're seeing mid-market companies do some amazing things that I don't think would have been possible before without some of the mobile and cloud technologies they have available today.
Well, another cliche I'll often say is that the change doesn't exist anymore. That's old hat. Now we have progressive transformation. It just never stops. You can't forget about trying to keep up with it. It just keeps moving. Let's talk a little bit about something that I know that you're passionate about, and I think our listeners are going to want to hear more about, Outsystems overall, but My Next Step America. Give us some idea about those two situations, those IT organizations, how it helps IT organizations.
Sure, happy to. We'll get into a little bit later about what Outsystems does specifically. I mean, we're a software company, and we have an application development solution that helps mid-market and enterprise applications very rapidly build out enterprise and mobile applications. But the upcoming event that I'm very excited to share with the TAG members is something that we call My Next Step. It's our Americas User Conference. It's happening November 12th and 13th, right across the street here at the Westin Atlanta North. It is a customer user conference for Outsystems, but we're also opening this up to prospective customers. So what we're doing is, again, it's a 2-day format. The first day, our customers will be attending hands-on training for advanced sessions using our platform for things such as responsive web design and mobile backend as a service and some of the new features we've implemented in the platform for application monitoring and improving the user experience. Parallel to the customer hands-on training on the first day, we're opening up a 1-day jumpstart class for free for prospective customers. So if there's TAG members out there that are currently building and delivering mobile or web applications for their companies, and they're interested in checking out the Outsystems platform as a way of doing that, we're holding a free on-hands training day on November 12th. They'll be working within our cloud instance, and actually after that day, they will leave with a 30-day free trial in the actual instance that they've been trained in. So they'll be taking home, if you will, the environment that they've been working with and have an opportunity to share that with the colleagues at work and invite others to participate in their development efforts there. The second day of the conference, we're bringing everybody together in the same room.
Wait a minute, I had to smile for a second because that was all just in the first day.
Yeah.
Now the second day. That's insane.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. The platform is just it's eye-opening for a lot of people, and I think the Java and .NET developers out there, or people building mobile apps today for their companies, I think would really get a kick out of seeing what the Outsystems platform can do and how it can speed the delivery of the applications that they're building today.
Well, it's valuable. I mean, there's no debate about the information and being able to get it so concentrated over such a short period of time, and to have the kind of experts there to not only educate you, but to hold your hand, if you will, and walk you through the process. That's pretty valuable. Okay, so we're ending day one. We're getting up and getting to the coffee to head for day two. Now we're going day two. What's up?
and the tag members may decide to send different people to the different days. So the first day is certainly designed for people that are building applications today, or IT leads, or enterprise architects, or such. They're also certainly welcome to join the second day, but maybe the IT leadership may be more appropriate for the second day. The second day, we're pulling all of our customers together and prospective customers in a single room. I'm very happy to be able to announce that Michael Facemeyer, a senior analyst with the Forrester Group, will be there. He's really the analyst at Forrester who covers mobile and cloud. Has a tremendous background from IBM. We can get into that maybe a little bit later, but Michael's going to be giving us a keynote on what's happening with mobile in the enterprise and why that's driving a lot of folks to the cloud. Then we have several of our customers that will actually be presenting at the event, and they'll be going through their Outsystems projects, the type of innovative applications that they've built to deliver automated solutions for sales or service or employee or customer portals, typically building new custom apps on top of their existing systems of record, if you will, and delivering them very quickly and delivering them to multiple devices. And then we're going to get into more specifics about the Outsystems cloud offering. So Outsystems as a company has been around for over 10 years, and we've just recently entered what Gartner and Forrester are calling the PaaS market, or platform as a service. Mm-hmm. So even for our customers, introducing them to now their ability to engage with our platform in the cloud or in hybrid environments. So we'll be going into a lot of detail about what that means and how they can leverage that capability. And then we're going to end the day with a roadmap discussion. We've got product managers involved in this as well, and they're going to lead us through what are the next great things coming forward for Outsystems, and get feedback from our customers and certainly the prospects that are in the room on the type of things that they would be looking for us to extend and build additional capabilities into our platform.
Full package, no doubt about it. One of the things, I mean, you touched on it, getting Facemeyer in town and getting an opportunity to really hear him talk about mobile application development and delivery, that's going to be a pretty valuable asset, certainly within all of the training and exposure that you're going to get the first day and packaged around the things you described in the second day. But before we leave Facemeyer for a second, because I think it's important for our listeners to, from your perspective, give us some idea about the key business needs that are driving mobile application development, and what can we expect from Michael as far as what he's going to say about those kind of trends?
Yeah, sure, be happy to. So Michael came from IBM, where he led a lot of their mobile, social, and content management type projects and deliveries. He's truly a mobile expert, if there is one. And from Michael's perspective, mobile and cloud are just inseparable. Yeah. I think what the audience, I think what the tag members will learn from what Michael has to present is, mobile's obviously made a big difference in the consumer life. It's now making a big difference in enterprise life and enterprise and employee users. But most IT organizations this is all new for them, right? I mean, these are companies that went from, if you want to go back to my days, gone from mainframe to AS400 to client server to web, and now they're struck with addressing mobile devices, and not just a device, but potentially 12 different device types with different display formats and everything else. Yeah. And the user experience required, as you and I know, on a mobile device is entirely different than what you're used to and expecting sitting at your laptop or your desk. So just getting your head around, how do I design and build mobile applications that are going to be effective, that are going to be adopted, that are going to respond appropriately, and how those applications are going to be used, given that I have a tablet now in my hand as a salesperson or as a medical assistant. There's just a tremendous amount to consider from an application design perspective, but then also an application delivery perspective in terms of accessibility, uptime, responsiveness, scalability. And that's where Michael thinks the cloud is so inextricably attached, if you will, to mobile development efforts. So,
well, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I think the TAG members would really get a lot out of just Michael's insight as to what he's seeing companies do and where they're successful, and probably more importantly, where they've really struggled to get their arms around getting these applications out fast. Because oftentimes these mobile initiatives come up very quick. They're very executive driven. They're at the edges of the enterprise where the employees of those companies are dealing with their customers. So they're not projects where there's a lot of patience to deliver. So they come up quick, and the expectations are that they get out quick.
The richness and of the agenda, the context of Michael, and putting everything in perspective, all of the things that you've discussed, to our listeners and to TAG members, this sounds like one we can't afford to miss. We don't often promote events with this kind of passion, but I think this is so valuable a subject and so rich of an environment that you're going to want to mark your calendars. Let's talk again about the specifics. We're quickly running out of time. David, number one, kind of go, you touched on it, but repeat about the ideal attendee for this My Next Step Americas.
Sure. So the ideal attendee is anyone today who's responsible for building custom enterprise web or mobile applications for their business. A Java developer, .NET developer, enterprise architect, a Force.com developer, if you will, anybody who's currently responsible for building out custom applications for their business. That's the ideal attendee for certainly the training piece on day one. On day two, those people, including IT management leaders and even CIOs, I think we'd get a tremendous amount out of the second day.
Now, we talked about value, obviously. At what price? Is there a cost to attend?
There is no cost to attend. This is free for prospective customers. If they're interested in attending, the easiest thing to do is probably drop us an email at marketing@outsystems.com. I could try to read the long URL off to you, but I think it's probably simpler for people just to send an email to marketing@outsystems.com, and we'll respond within the hour in terms of what they need to do to sign up or register for the event.
Well, David, great opportunity to speak to truly an experienced professional that's been involved in so many aspects of the industry. I'd love to have you back as a subject matter expert and maybe really get into some of your feelings as far as more depth in terms of the future and what's happening in terms of the evolution of all of the things we're addressing every day. But equally as important, congratulations and really great work not only on the conference but on the new situation with Outsystems. It sounds really, really exciting. And last and probably to us most important, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today on Tech Talk.
Frank, you're very welcome, and thank you for the opportunity to reach out to the TAG members. We're a very active member of that community and excited to be able to offer this to them. I think it's a great opportunity for them to get to know more about Outsystems and what we can do to help their business, as well as get some really good insights from somebody like a Michael Facemeyer.